Welcome to the Inner Transformation Podcast on Overcoming Adversity, transforming life challenges through the power of faith and Kabbalistic insight. I am your host, and today we are going to explore how faith can become the cornerstone in the journey of transcending life obstacles. In this episode, we will learn practical strategies for transforming hardships into stepping stones for personal growth and success, drawing from the wisdom of Kabbalah. Life, as we know it, is full of ups and downs. Every one of us have encountered moments where the weight of adversity seems overwhelming, times when self-doubt creeps in, when external challenges shake our foundation, or when internal conflict leaves us questioning our path. Yet it is precisely in moments like this that our faith shines the brightest. Today I want to share with you how transforming life's challenges through faith can not only help you overcome adversity, but also unlock a deeper sense of purpose and inner strength in you. The idea is simple yet profound. When we learn to see adversity as an opportunity for growth and transformation, we can begin to reframe our struggles. Let's start by acknowledging that adversity is a universal description of unpleasant experience. In Kabbalah, we are taught that they are consciously woven in nature to instigate a change in our internal structure. The paradigm shift is this: we need to view these challenges not as insurmountable barriers, but as catalysts for transformation. In our journey towards spiritual growth, we often talk about the importance of faith, the unwavering trust that there is something higher that is working behind the scene, guiding us even when we can't see the way forward. Faith isn't about denying the reality of our hardships, rather it is about embracing them and allowing them to teach us, shape us, and ultimately transform us. Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the base of the mountain, unsure of the path that leads to the summit. The mountain represents your adversity, and the summit symbolizes the growth and wisdom that awaits you on the other side. It might seem daunting to begin your ascent, but with each step taken in faith, each act of courage, each decision to move forward, you gradually climb higher. And along the way, you discover strength and that you never knew existed within you. This is the transformative power of faith in action. One of the most powerful aspects of transforming adversity through faith is the shift in perspective it creates. Rather than seeing challenges as punitive or unfair, you start to recognize them as opportunities for inner evolution. Every obstacle, every setback can become a teacher, providing lessons that propel you towards a more resilient and compassionate version of yourself. For example, consider moments when you felt isolated by hardship. Perhaps you've experienced a time when your world seemed to crumble under the weight of difficulties and you felt utterly alone. In those moments, faith can act as a lifeline, a reminder that you are not alone, that there is a deeper loving force guiding you through the storm. Adversity is deeply personal, yet it is also collective. Many spiritual traditions remind us that our individual struggles are intertwined with the larger tapestry of life. When we confront our own challenges with faith, we not only heal ourselves but contribute to the shared shift in energy through the transformative power of faith. How can we practically transform life's challenges through faith? Let's break it down into simple steps. Step 1: acknowledgement and acceptance. What does this mean? The first step is to acknowledge the adversity without judgment. Allow yourself to feel the full range of emotions: the pain, the anger, the sadness, even the fear. Acceptance is not surrender. It is the honest recognition of where you are right now. It is like clearing the clutter in a room so you can see the space that lies beyond it. Step 2: cultivating faith. Once you acknowledge your challenges, begin to cultivate faith. This means trusting that there is a purpose behind the struggle, even if it is not immediately apparent. Engage in practices that nurture your faith: contemplation, prayer, or simply spending time in quiet reflection. These practices help you to reconnect with your inner source of strength that lies within. Step 3: reframing the narrative. This is a big one. Transforming adversity involves changing the way you talk to yourself about your challenges. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as opportunity to learn about your current consciousness and grow into a higher consciousness. Ask yourself, what can this challenge teach me? Or how can this adversity help me become a stronger, more compassionate person? Ultimately, the purpose of the challenge is to shift us from egocentric to altruistic nature. Step 4: taking inspired action. Faith without action remains dormant. Inspired action is the bridge between your inner world and your outer reality. It could be as simple as reaching out for help when needed, or as profound as initiating a change in your life or community. For example, learning self discipline, learning to journal daily, learning to give gratitude daily, learning to let go of hurtful and hateful thought. Every act taken in faith is a step towards transforming your current situation. Step 5: reflection and growth. Finally, take time to reflect on your journey. Journaling about your experiences can provide you with clarity and insight. Over time, you may find your perspective has shifted and you begin to see patterns of resilience emerging from your struggles. This reflection is not just about acknowledging the pain, but also celebrating the growth that has resulted from it. Let's now consider some real life examples. Think of a time when you encounter a significant setback in your life: a job loss, a personal betrayal, or perhaps a health challenge. At first, these experiences may have felt devastating, but as time passed, perhaps you found that these very challenges opened new doors to new opportunities or led you to discover strength you never knew you had. These are moments where faith turned adversity into powerful catalytic transformational change. Many spiritual teachers share similar stories. They speak of times when what seemed like insurmountable hardship became the very fuel for their spiritual awakening. Their journeys remind us that while pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. When you choose to face adversity with a spirit of openness and trust, you allow the transformative power of faith to guide you towards a more enlightened, resilient you. I would like to invite you now to reflect on your own journey. Consider these reflective questions. One significant challenge you have faced in your life, and how did it shape you? Think about the lessons you learned and the ways in which the experience transformed your outlook. How do you currently respond to adversity? What daily practices do you incorporate into your routine to nurture faith during difficult times? Perhaps it's a few minutes of meditation or daily journal or daily gratitude journal or supportive conversation with a friend or loved one or a community of people you share and mastermind with. In what way can you reframe a recent setback as an opportunity for growth? Look at the current challenge and ask yourself, what might this situation be teaching me? What needs to change in my level of consciousness? Take a moment to consider these questions, and sometimes a few minutes of introspection can illuminate a path forward that was previously hidden in a fog of adversity. Overcoming adversity through faith is not about pretending that everything is fine or ignoring the pain. It is about engaging with your challenges honestly and courageously, knowing that each obstacle is a stepping stone towards greater wisdom and compassion. It is a journey that requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to see beyond the immediate darkness to the light that awaits you. As you continue your path, remember that every small act of faith builds your inner reservoir of strength. Whether it's reaching for support, taking a few moments of quiet reflection, or simply choosing to believe that there is a higher purpose behind your struggles, each action brings you closer to transforming adversity into a source of empowerment. In the grand tapestry of life, your challenges are not isolated threads, but integral part of a whole, a gigantic, loving system. When you transform your pain into wisdom, you not only elevate yourself, but also contribute to the healing and growth of those around you. Your story, with all its ups and downs, becomes a beacon of hope for others facing similar struggles. As we wrap up today's episode, I want you to carry these thoughts with you. Adversity is a universal experience, but so is the capacity to overcome adversity. Every setback is a setup for a comeback when you trust in the higher purpose that guides you. Before we sign off today, here are a few final reflective questions I want you to ponder. How can embracing faith change the way you perceive your challenges? What is one small action you can take today that moves you towards transforming adversity into an opportunity for growth and wisdom? How might your story of overcoming hardship inspire someone else who is struggling right now? Thank you for joining me on this journey through overcoming adversity, transforming life's challenges through faith, using the insight of Kabbalistic wisdom. I hope today's discussion has offered you both solace and inspiration, reminding you that no matter how tough the road may seem, you have the power within you to rise above it. May you continue to find strength in your faith, courage in your actions. You have been listening to Overcoming Adversity, transforming life challenges through faith using the insight of Kabbalistic wisdom. If today's episode resonates with you, please subscribe, share, and join our community of seekers dedicated to turning life's obstacles into opportunities for growth. Stay tuned for more episodes that explore the powerful intersection of faith and personal transformation.